send out the links and see if Latios is awake.
It says you're offline. Okay.
Try now.
Refresh the whole thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Uh, that was weird.
Sometimes you gotta give it a minute.
It said watch this Final Fantasy stream from 7 seconds ago.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Dang, Twitch, I didn't know you were hating on Final Fantasy that much.
What?
Once the kind of off before it even began.
Yeah.
Rolly. Rolly.
Trolley!
Rolly Asha.
Trolley has entered the hashtag bear cave.
Yes.
Welcome! It's been too long. I say that, but you were like here what, a month ago? Still, that's a long time.
Like the doctor says, a lot can happen in 5 minutes. So a month is even longer.
Why does that sound so ominous?
Hmm?
I said, why does that sound so ominous? A lot can happen in 5 minutes.
It's the doctor. What do you
Oh!
expect?
Oh, I thought. Okay, I'm stupid. When you said, like the doctor says, I thought you meant like doctor as in like an actual doctor. So I came by to say
Yes,
sup.
we do.
Currently working. Alright, Charlie. Uh, you got a new job recently, right? First of all, congratulations. Second of all, I hope you enjoy it. And if I'm complete. Oh, okay. I was about to say, and if I'm completely wrong, disregard what I just said, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I mean, at least you have the. It's a lot of work. I no longer drive Lyft. Oh, you know what, Charlie? That's probably for the best, considering how many accidents you got into. Now, I'm not saying you're a bad driver. I'm talking about, yeah, it's gotten dangerous. Like there are crazy people on the road. Like Taro, tr- like Trolley got ran over by a crazy bitch.
You kidding? There's crazy people over here as well. I remember one time, this as I was like about to leave where I go to. I was about to leave from home where from where I go to classes, and all of a sudden, this guy listening to Deja Vu ro- zooms past through through like literally almost drove people off the road. Almost like if he was a second slower, we were a second faster. I'm very certain I wouldn't be here right now.
Holy shit.
Like we could smell the rubber from that man's tires on the heck in the car, windows up, like fully up.
We have had
And
4 SEPTA bus accidents in this week alone. Holy snaps. Yeah, like, holy crap, Taro.
like we could see the smoke. It was completely blue.
Damn.
Like
That's
we could not even get that guy's reg. He was going so fast. I'm not even sure it was the guy at this point. I could not see inside that car.
for all you know, it could have been Barry Allen.
Barry Allen, but instead of being a CSI, he's a heading street racer.
No, that's Wally West.
Man, like the man turned a corner. When he turned the corner, when they turned the corner, I don't even know. The car almost flipped.
Holy shit!
It was going that fast.
Okay, gotta head back.
See you, Jolie.
Thanks for stopping by, Trolley. If you see Luna or Nux, tell them to stop by. I haven't seen them in a while. Alright. I'll stop by if I have the chance. I've had a hell of a morning. Yeah, you said the guy was playing Deja Vu?
You know when Deja Vu goes on, you go 15 miles per second?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant. He
Ah.
wasn't actually playing Deja Vu.
I was about to say.
But, yeah. Also, fun story. Where we were, not even big enough. It wasn't even big enough to do that. When I say almost drove the cars off the road, I mean legitimately. How do I say this? It's only big enough for 2 cars, and even then you're
Do you have a moment?
slow if you want to go past someone. That's the road.
Depends what for.
Why does this man look like me?
Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way.
They put you into the
Is there a
game.
reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the
I'm
ship's
serious,
place
what
to
the
spend
fuck?
their hard-earned gil.
They
The men on the
put
rock
you
throw
into
their
the
money
game.
about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
Like,
Don't
if
let
I
me keep you in the
shaved
working
and
locker.
lost a few pounds in the face, like what the fuck?
They put you in the game.
Square Enix doesn't even know I exist.
How do you know?
Trust me, if they knew I existed, they would remake Chrono Trigger.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm
Fair enough.
not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered.
Rogers and Snoop?
Don't want to be
Gotcha.
stuck under some pauper when they
And I
come knocking.
kid you not.
With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and a
One
nurse
of
to
my
empty them.
characters
No, just leave, will
is
you?
literally me,
Before you scare them off.
but as a girl.
Do you think they'll be back soon?
the
You need a new dress?
features match?
If they pay anything like last time, you'll be able to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Facial features match, hair matches. Well, minus the long hair, but that's the whole thing.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
meat from Greece.
Personality wise,
A deposit?
like you know how it was when I was first, and I was so anxious to the point. If things didn't go the way they did, I would have never talked to you.
Yeah. I'm glad you did talk to me though.
Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard then?
I've heard rumors.
But then
Thieves.
personalities
Came
switch
from the
and
crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them,
she's armed with a
they aren't sharing.
gun and a persona.
I think I'm
not even
starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
What is this gotcha
He'll
game?
probably be back at the inn by now.
She got a gun and she got a persona.
Like, is this a Persona gotcha game? Like, what am I missing here?
It's
Why
not
is the
persona
tavern
gacha.
shut?
It's something called
It's you,
no.
the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Oh yeah, I forgot us. I had a bar fight in here, and she's not happy with me. Oh,
I'm gonna be honest. In a Red Dead Redemption, whenever I got my hands on the clothes, which was maybe my dad that made that game. Anytime they're the bar, you know I do it. You know I do it.
Huh?
Anytime we're in a bar.
bar
either
fight.
through a window, or
Will
we
this
on a boat.
suffice as a deposit?
Either way, it's a fun time.
So I forgot to do this. Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Vegas Bear here again with Taro. Latios will be joining us soon.
Should you give me reason to do so?
Do not exist.
All right.
Yep.
I'm sure that we can come to an agreement.
Well, I don't want to say that because Trolley was here,
Not here.
and I like Trolley, as long as he's not talking about food.
What are you doing, Uncle?
No. Rolly was here just a second ago. What do you mean?
Anyway, we are back with Final Fantasy 16. Last time we fought Hugo Kupka, the dominant of Titan, and I thought he was gonna die. Turns out, all we did was take his hands.
Don, at the beginning of the fight, he said, "Alright, Clive, let's see you catch these hands." Clive took that as a challenge.
And Clyde was like, and I took that personally. Oh, also, one other important thing that happened. Torgal is a fucking Fenrir.
Indeed he is.
He is descended from Fenrir, who had served a dominant of Shiva, and then woke up to his powers while trying to save Jill, also a dominant of Shiva.
As to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside.
That pup
and
got
said
good
they could procure a crystallized sword
That
if I
pup got
proved
good
I
genes.
could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof.
Jeans.
I thought they'd ask for more.
And
A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
I didn't know it was
A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. That's enough about my little act of
almost
subterfuge.
naked animals.
What did you discover?
Out!
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town.
You
I'll
mentioned
wager those
you
soldiers
brought
have been
back
talking
some.
to
You
and
brought
siphoning
back
off
the
crystals
memory
they
of
throw
that
elsewhere
fucking show.
and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
Good show.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Chad, if I don't talk
That
in the next 5
creaming
seconds, I'm most likely
Popinjay
to
thought this would be
embarrass me.
difficult.
I'm not kicking you.
It just goes to show one should never
Like
underestimate a
you've done twice.
Rosfield.
Do
We'll
you
soon
agree?
wipe that smirk off his face.
That was for shits and giggles.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your
Every
support
time.
if things turn
Every time
sour.
Of
I
course.
say a joke that gets me
Let
kicked
me
out
treat
of
you.
the chat.
I need to drink.
And then Deva has to take a shot. I said, and then Deva has to take a shot.
Yes. Oh god.
$1,000 gil for a news.
I remember being in the lab where this band dancer.
Made from the stoutest stone.
But
Is this is this the same server you guys were telling me about before?
My carpets have pride of place in.
Wasn't there like a server that the two of you were in where someone went mad with power or some shit?
that actually wasn't. That was just a different. That was a different server.
Good girl.
Okay.
We just went. Hell yeah, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah. This one guy wants to be kicked, not banned from the server. I don't know why they didn't just leave, but they got banned anyway. And then one of the, I can't remember if it was the owner or one of the mods, but either way, they added someone. And I'm not even kidding when I say this. Word for word. I don't
Stray
know
home now.
of the logo. One of the 42 was literally just right.
What?
You heard me? That one set that had me and Web giggling like gremlins. There was some Kamen Rider fan actually.
Oh.
Yeah. And to keep the theme of watches, because they were related to Ben 10, and because it was a roleplay server, right? You know what's fan-made writer forms for,
I'll take it from here.
Schwartz, or, and then, what's the third one?
You mean the time jackers?
Yeah, one of the, I can't remember all of the names. What's,
I don't remember the other guy.
he's so
I was beginning to
beautiful.
think you weren't coming, my lord.
But
You
anyway,
brought
yeah.
your contribution?
All the
Hey,
silver and
family.
stones I could scrape together
Hey,
at such
family.
short notice.
Right.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes?
I will,
If you've no
and
objections,
Magnolia
I'd like
in
to
one
see
chat.
the
I was
crystal.
wondering why. I
Of
was
course.
going through and I was going through.
Right this way, my
All
lord.
of a sudden, I see that. And then
Not bad at
then,
all.
before we.
You weren't lying about the clarity.
I was half tempted
But what of
to
security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're
It
not
was basically
buying from
like-
us. You're buying
You
from
can
them.
try to steal from Tennyson Tower, but if you do,
And we
just
have no
know
more jurisdiction here
that
than
you
you,
ain't-
my
you ain't-
lord.
you either
But
go
we
to
have
jail
ships
or you're not getting
and
out
will
of there alive.
gladly deliver to a
Ah.
court of your choosing. now that our price has been met.
Either way, you're not leaving what you stole.
eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being
I don't think I would have been allowed
friends,
to.
we elected to
anyway,
increase
because,
that portion and share the
both
benefits.
me
And
Lance
now that these
and
crystals
Chris
are
West feel
officially property of the Kingdom of Walud,
Anodites.
we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where
would've been
they
too
might
much
happen
power.
to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
Anyway, back to
So it would seem.
the topic.
My lord,
Sorry about that.
what is the meaning of
No,
this?
you're good. You're good.
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
You guys.
Back at it at Krispy Kreme.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, I stabbed that guy in the dick. No, that's fine for Super Robot Wars, but let's be real. In Final Fantasy, that was like Clive went straight for the dick. I'm really starting to like Titan's powers. Technically speaking, I think Ramu is Pegasus. Or, sorry, Dragon. I always get those two mixed up. Garuda is definitely Pegasus, because wind. And Phoenix and Ifrit would probably be Mighty. No, Phoenix is Mighty. Ifrit is Ultimate.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been
Why?
worse. Well, Clive.
I think
You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too.
Okay, but why though?
Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades.
Japan.
Those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard.
Yo!
It's Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.
Yay!
Double the...
What up?
Here,
Drunk sleep last
wear this.
night, conk Death Note at 5 in the morning because I couldn't sleep through the night.
You gotta love it.
Any friend of
For
mine
me,
sees
I
you
woke
with it,
up at
shall
like
be a friend of
5
yours.
yesterday.
Thank you.
And please,
Fell
feel
asleep.
free to send one of my Stoluses back to
Woke
your
back
people.
up.
Tell them that
Crashed
Rosina
on the
Dalimel
couch.
is back in
Had to
bed with
fight
Sid.
myself to wake up. And today I woke up at 10 and I'm like, oh fuck.
Spent the majority of the insomnia part of the night just watching people play through Security Breach Ruin.
What do you think of that?
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive?
That's the new DLC, just
So
released
be sure
this
not
week.
to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
That's that's partly why yesterday's stream was a little late, because I was watching the entire thing with no commentary.
Well then,
That's
I
what
wish
I
you a
was
safe
doing for the
journey
majority
south.
of the night.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
I'm never touching that game.
Come on, Uncle.
After finding
Let's go.
that one part out.
What part?
The weeping robots.
Ah.
Oh, the endoskeletons.
They only come after you if you put the mask on.
I've never even forged a button before. Perhaps Forge Master Luke is having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Android? Nah.
Oh, sorry,
Nah,
I'm Salvo,
I'm packing
soon to be
my
former
bags and I'm
apprentice if I
leaving
don't
that
pass
place.
this test.
To be
People
fair,
are buying up weapons. He
you
wants
don't
me to
have
make a
to actually
carving knife,
play the
one
game
that
to enjoy it. You
embodies
can
the
just watch
spirit
someone
of
else do it.
Dalimil. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I know, but
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
afraid of weeping
Thought I'd
angels.
ask.
Because, like,
It was that.
You
or
have every reason
pack
to
my
be.
bags.
I don't know much about Doctor Who, but I do know about those things.
I could give you a hand if you
how
like.
much do you know?
I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
That they like to
And that
creep up
Leborn
on
needs
you
all
and
the
kill you when
capable
you're not
hands he can
looking.
find.
Technically,
And only you when you're not looking.
technically they don't kill you. They send you back in time and feed off
Question.
the remaining energy, the energy that
Made any kind of knife before.
that results
And then
from
there's
you
this
not
red
living
old
out
keep in
your life
mind,
as intended.
The spirit of Dalimil.
So,
Things
so
have
what
a
is
symbol
death?
with that man.
Also,
The way I see it, there's
funny
only one way
story.
we'll be solving Lupor's
If
puzzle.
it bears the resemblance
need information.
of an angel,
The more the
it
better.
can become an
You're
angel.
right.
If it holds the
no point
image of an
fumbling in the
angel,
dark,
it can
I
become an
suppose.
angel. That's why there's no written
Who to speak to
documentation or video
first?
evidence of
There's
weeping
plenty of
angels.
folk in Dalimil
Because
who use knives for a living.
it turns into an angel itself!
Of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade.
They even turned the statue
Right.
taking liberty
I
into
think
an
we have a
angel.
plan.
I still don't know
Let's get
how
to
they
it, shall
did
we?
that.
I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and
So
anyone
as
else
you
you can
say,
think of.
Latios, that's
Alright.
24
luck.
gigawatts of nope.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Yeah.
And an 8 gigawatt battery. I don't know.
I mean, the fact that you went with gigawatts of energy instead of,
Trust
you
Lubor
know,
to take a simple
32
test and turn
flavors
it
of
into a
dope and a
riddle.
5 flavor
I
carton.
gotta get to it.
Yeah.
Also,
true,
another
what I'm
neat
hearing?
trick. You can't look directly into their eyes.
Yeah, because that will also
Welcome, sir.
cause an image of the angel to be embedded into your
To
eyes,
know what makes a good carving knife?
Which means...
You're a blacksmith or something.
And therefore turn you into an angel, I'm guessing?
I suppose.
No, it'll create an angel and kill you in the
First
process.
and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls sheep steel in no time.
I don't know how. I never watched
Give me a blade
that,
which can slice through.
So a knife that stays sharp.
But they can actually
Makes
turn
sense.
people into angels. They turned the Doctor into an angel, actually.
What?
Yeah, in one of the scenes in Witness Taker's run, she got turned into an angel.
I need to watch that. Part of me doesn't want to, but I want to get caught back up on Doctor Who, man.
Are you all right?
It was at
The
some
baths are closed.
point during that special
Leave me
called
be.
The Flux.
On second thought, perhaps you are just...
That depends on the...
I'd have
I'm
you
not
save
sure.
my business. The baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the
But
crystals in
for-
Dalimil wouldn't be enough to
as
cool
little
it. I've no
experience as
doubt
I
that
have
I
with
can't,
Doctor
I'm
Who,
bound...
I know Peter Capaldi's Doctor is my favorite.
All right.
First off,
I'll go and take
I
a-
did get to see a little bit
It's
of his
not
introduction. I can
Leave the
complain!
market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths
Oh,
are all
new
made
kidneys.
from an ignoble
I don't like the color of them.
debtor's prison.
Of your kidneys?
My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Like, dude, you can tell was having a blast by the time his run was getting to an end. He had some of the best speeches, in my opinion, too. I have seen a few of those on YouTube.
One of my favorite Capaldi moments, which I have which I mentioned I think yesterday. He is brought face to face with Davros, the creator of the Daleks, and then it just cuts to Daleks in a big room, and then the door opens and the Doctor is in Davros's wheelchair. Like, just rides it in, and the Daleks are just start backing up, and he's like, admit it, you've all had this exact nightmare.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Okay.
My favorite moment is probably a tie between, as you know, as this moment will sound, either the Zygon inversion speech.
What is it? We're no mood for chatter.
Or,
sorry,
I'm not doing this because I
have
want
a
to
question.
shoot someone or because I hate someone.
Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife?
God knows it's not because it's easy or that it works, because it hardly ever does.
Has to
I
be
do
able
what
to
I
put
do
up with
because
some
it's
punishment.
right.
Don't
Because
be dealing
it's
with a
decent,
brittle blade
and
knife
above
snaps
all,
every
it's
time you
kind.
use it. You'll be spending coin as
Just
fast
that.
as you make it. Times are hard
Just
enough as
kind.
it is. Cool business, eh?
Okay.
So,
Favorite quality moment was him
carving knife
realizing
should be hard
why he
wearing
chose
and
his
hold an
face to
edge.
begin with.
Hardly a revelation.
Right.
Let's hope Sever had better luck than I did.
It wasn't the first time that Capaldi was ever in Doctor.
Yes, because during the David Tennant era, Donna convinced the Doctor to just save,
Anything useful, or
to just
should I be
sa-
looking for a new trade?
just to save
Only the
them,
blade
that
should be
one
durable and
family,
stay sharp.
and that one family,
Relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
the patriarch was played by Peter Capaldi.
Not much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs
So he literally
his
took on the
knives to
face
be
of someone
light.
he'd met.
Too heavy, and they do
As a
shattering.
as a reminder.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark.
Because he did save them.
Can't be right.
The reminder was
For the man to know that he
to
chooses
be
so carefully.
kind, to save people.
We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but
It's funny that
I have to
that
make a
it's
start
also the
soon.
first time the Doctor ever
I can't
met,
put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron.
Oh fuck! You're right, Karen Gillian.
If you don't hammer it too thin,
Considering the
and it sharpens up
weirdness of,
nicely with a bit of
time
effort.
travel and
Trouble
the
is,
whole time
it's
space
either
stuff,
meaning
that's very
someone is
Is there no one else you can
wobbly,
turn to?
tiny-whiny
Someone who
stuff.
knows their metals, perhaps?
I am genuinely surprised there haven't been more crossover specials of, oh, the Doctor
other
wound up in
apprentices
the
know
same
better than to
place
help me with my
at the
test.
same time as a previous incarnation of him. So he's met previous or even future selves.
Someone I can
That has
talk to.
happened quite a bit,
A
actually.
lurch. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Even in Windtaker's run, like, okay, it was proven that the version of that Doctor that was met wasn't actually like the Doctor. It was
Is it
just
true what I'm hearing?
another version. Like, okay, it was another version of the Doctor, but it wasn't the Doctor. If that makes sense.
Hey?
Are we talking like War Doctor?
No. During Windtaker's run,
Let's go.
Windtaker ran into this person.
Yeah, I remember. I remember who you're talking about.
On a tangent, since you mentioned the War Doctor. I was looking around on YouTube. Someone actually got the actor who played the War Doctor at a convention to read some of the Zygon inversion speed.
Yo, I'm gonna look that up later.
Yo, hold on. I'm looking that up right now.
Be safe.
You're welcome.
Any luck?
Well, I asked her, but
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
and it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. And that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose.
And while the Doctor's
Folk first
outside
settled
looking at
Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
That leads her to
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me.
fire and everything.
But
When she smashes
Limestone.
it, however,
Fine.
yeah,
I can hardly abandon you
that
now.
golden light
Besides,
starts
Oh my god, it was the chameleon circuit again!
I can't thank you enough, Clive.
Or not chameleon
You'll
circuit.
have no
Fuck,
trouble
what do they
finding
call it?
limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
The thing
I
he...
suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
No, that's for the TARDIS.
See you shortly.
I know, like, he used tended to use
You
the
crush it
chameleon
up, or
circuit
just
to hide himself.
throw it in the furnace.
Maybe? Anyway.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Ready,
The-
go?
the-
Doctor Who's off Netflix a good few months ago, so I have not been able to watch any episodes since.
Anyway, it turns out that the widow is actually the Doctor, or at least a version of the Doctor.
That'll do, girl.
And then, for the next few minutes, both Whittaker and the widow are
You wish to
back and forth
talk?
on the widow's
I'm
TARDIS.
honored.
Farewell now.
Basically, I'm the Doctor. You're not the Doctor. I'm the Doctor.
fragrant
No,
herbs.
that can't be. You're not one of my past incarnations.
Made from the stoutest stone.
But you have to be his. There's gonna be no way I'm remembering. But I don't remember you either. Then what the hell is going on? And then that episode happened. The one about
The Timeless Child.
Yeah, but what would be the point?
yeah.
Oh.
Good day, my lord.
I heard people were very upset about that one.
The Timeless Child, yes.
My understanding, it does a lot of unnecessary retconning that ends up damaging
Thank you for your custom.
We
Yep.
should get going soon. Do you have water?
That's all I need to know.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Looble?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Video?
To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with Tolmekian Walud, our allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holy.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. The man on the inside of the Fang has failed to... I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road.
On a completely unrelated tangent, as I go searching for it too.
Den, then promise me one thing.
I found this one guy on YouTube who actually made an Irish folk cover of Strangers Like Me from Tarzan.
One Sid already.
Yeah.
If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
And honestly, it sounds really, really good.
As long as you have a plan.
I mean, I found, like, an AI cover of the Living Tombstone's Five Nights at Freddy's song, sung by one Frank Sinatra, and it's really good.
Straight home now.
Ah, here we are. If you're looking for the title, it's Sir John Hurt reads Peter Capaldi's anti-war speech from Zygon inversion. Instead of
video, but I also found something else. I'll post it in the voice chat general.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
Ooh. Alright.
This is the moment
Jesus!
for.
What did I miss?
Why was that so loud?
well, looks like two people have set that particular video now.
I'll delete mine.
Wait, no, hold on.
No, you said it first. I got it.
Wait, no, just hold on. No. No. Taro sent a different video.
Yeah, the second one he sent was the one I was trying to tell you about.
Oh.
I sent 2 videos.
Oh.
That's fine, we can both leave them. And this should be that Irish folk cover I was talking about. And believe it or not, it sounds really good. Like, I was actually kind of surprised. You want to know something funny, Taro? A good chunk of the current iteration of my MLP OC Midnight Skies story was basically spawned from listening to Strangers Like Me and Son of Man from Disney's Tarzan over and over. Bear, who has read that story, I'm sure you'll see it if you think about it enough.
Sorry, I was listening to the Zygon inversion speech.
I was talking about how a good chunk of Midnight's story was actually inspired by the soundtrack of Disney's Tarzan.
Ah.
Specifically, Strangers Like Me and Son of Man.
And I see one post about this couple getting a DLC win, and even using Geo's G10 grade to cut their cake.
I'm considering asking to join the Cast Ranger server.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you want to, I can send you a link.
Please do.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Just be warned that the second you join, that there's gonna be a few hello waves.
Yeah, I imagine.
Also, there is a level system in place so that we don't get spammed. Once you have reached level 10, you can start posting links.
Hey,
okay.
Actually, I was curious about that because I saw someone with no level 10 status posting links.
Okay, that's weird.
Anyway,
and join.
To kick things off, I might as well.
Okay, read the rules. Read the rules.
And proud.
So, fun fact. There's a character named Time Turner in the MLPP Friendship is Magic show. He's basically the Doctor.
Oh, have either of you heard of the YouTubers Epic Rap Battles of History?
Yeah.
Heard of them, not really watched any of their stuff.
They do more than just historical characters. I mean, they literally had a rap battle between Doctor Who and Emmett Brown from Back to the Future.
Alright, back to the game.
Into the game, riding to the end.
We should get going soon.
There's 3 shirtless dudes just standing there.
I mean, when you have the Sunday, you might as well do it.
I guess.
Bed, but you have to stand.
Lights and pots!
Fresh bread.
The juiciest meat from Greens. My carpets have pride of place.
I'm actually kind of curious, what part of the place did you show off of the,
I wasn't sure how much you'd need,
did you show off Chori?
but I hope this is enough.
It was...
Ultra Live, I think. Was it Ultra Live?
Wait, are you talking to me or, Taro?
In Cast Ranger, I'm talking to you, Bear.
Oh, so I was it was I was watching a stream with some of the members, and I posted it in the voice chat
if limestone is
for
the
that.
secret weapon we were hoping for.
Yeah, I was right. It was Ultralife then.
It wasn't no, it wasn't Ultralive.
Was it not?
No, that's not a voice channel.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalian.
Hold on.
A spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
Let me check.
Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue.
Ultra
Just as
Live.
well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master
Scrolly,
Lubor.
Let's take a look
scroll.
then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think
not
this
in
is a
general
carving
voice
knife
chat.
worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to
Garrus
think so.
Garrus. You're both wrong. I was wrong. It's
But
Garrus
what do you think?
Garrus Garrus.
What do I think indeed?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard
I just
use.
scrolled through and I see
And
a
it's heavy,
screenshot of
heavier than
Steel
it should
Ranger
be.
Kara.
You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
I have been great with spider tournament, and I have no idea how
I don't know
to
who you found
actually
to teach you
process
that
that.
little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think
One of
I would
the
charge if I
things
made
here is
this?
Spider Kermit.
If
With great power
taken a
comes
fraction of
great
the time it took
big
me,
booty bitches.
I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? Hmm?
A random SpongeBob meme of all
The
things.
butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn?
Some dudes on fire.
Dalamil is home to humble traders, not
the
wealthy
lifeguard,
lords and
SpongeBob.
ladies.
I'm not
Rule
sure what's
number
going
one
on.
in any business,
So,
Sava, know your
Gar's
customers.
Gargles is often it's where Gar just kind of like puts his thoughts on stuff, but it's also become the sort of like chat for us when we are watching videos.
Thank you.
Because Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday,
I was wondering.
he
what would
does a stream where we watch
you were
different
asked
stuff,
to forge a carving knife?
and we just use Gar's Gargles as like a thing to like post stuff and talk if we're not able to join the voice chat.
As Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman,
Okay,
I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll
I'm
have a forge of
assuming
your
you
own
were
in
in
no
voice
time.
chat as
When I
discussing the
do,
whole thing because
I'll
I'm seeing a lot
craft
of
you the
memes and not much
finest
text.
carving knife
Yes.
you have ever seen.
I showed off the picture and I told them about the name, and Gar was like, "That I love the pun. That pun is fantastic." And I told him it was the form was originally based off Bon Key, and he put a picture of Bon Key, and then he put a picture of Sabaki, which Gar never shuts up about.
Is it true what I'm hearing? Take a sniff, good sir.
Light, meat, and dark. Fresh from the
Meme zone Barbie haters. I can't watch Barbie. It's a 2-hour toy commercial. If you're talking fans who watch the episode toy commercials for toys that you can't even buy.
That's how he. Honestly, I'm sorry, My favorite rider out of Hibiki is Commander Kabuki.
Kabuki. Oh, right.
We should get going soon.
Yes. Like, man, like, at the start of the movie, the man just continued to get dunked on by anyone's fighting.
Fly, Ambrosia.
So, like, you can't honestly blame the man for turning evil. Like, this kid wanted to give Kabuki, what was it again? Sausage? Well, it was some sort of meat. But then the mother intervenes and told the child not to go near Kabuki because he was Oni.
Yeah, back then, in the feudal era, Oni were feared just as much as the monsters they fought.
Yeah, so you can't honestly blame him for what,
Safe.
I mean, I can and I will.
By the flames.
With the
That explains the heat.
As what a welcome as I've gotten in Catrazor, I just wonder why I haven't had to join sooner.
Yes. Oh! 15 out of 10. 15 out of 10.
Sure.
It is one of the...
I'm going to ask you now. Would you guys like to see my custom Gundam Helios?
Sure.
Finally started back off from the ether and got it. Show off the gun.
I'm sorry, but if Kazuto gets his hands on the beat buckle before we get to the Hibiki world, he's joining in on this fun. It may not work necessarily, but he's gonna do it anyway because that's the kind of writer he is.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
I'm honestly just hoping people actually can make it for Saturday just so I can start kicking butt with my new rider form.
So far, everyone except Chocobo and Blue Eyes have said something. Chocobo, I feel like, will show up regardless. Blue Eyes is the only one that hasn't really said anything, and I'm not sure if she'll actually show up or not.
I hope she will, 'cause, like,
let's go.
I'll feel sort of bad if one of us isn't able to make it and we just continue on.
At that point, I'll just control the character.
So that character will at least get points.
Yep.
Back to the stables, girl.
We should get going soon.
Finally, we'll be able to get more stuff.
There he is. The man who's... I was hoping the baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are...
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
I'll post it in the voice chat general here.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Right. It's high time I got back to work with a little luck.
Nice.
Salvaged.
Helios has been through multiple paint revisions, so forgive any spots that look a bit unclean.
Just look at the...
We can just call it battle damage and move on.
I especially enjoy doing all the panel lining and such in the metallic green because this mobile suit is supposed to be covered in Psychoframe.
Lovely!
Which was represented with clear green parts all over. But there were also these stickers you had to put on the wings. So I'm like, those look just close enough to the metallic green Gundam marker. Let's see if I can throw in some extra bits of my own. And so I did.
Nice.
Yo, actually,
I also threw in the second beam rifle because I couldn't help myself.
Sorry to cut you off there. Yo, I just realized. If Kazuto goes, Hibiki and B, he could give either the beat or the drumsticks to someone else.
That is true.
So one more person can join
there
in the
it
fun
is.
as well, not
Drake's
just the
Fang.
Hibiki riders, Felix and Kazuto.
I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm
hiding
like
inside.
Felix is gonna start rubbing off on people, and
Along
at the
with
very
goodness
least,
knows how
Kazuto is
many
gonna
guards,
start doing the
all
freaking
on highest
king
alert.
roll call thing.
You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him.
He's rubbing off on people.
Careful.
I will.
Oh. Yeah.
What did you think he said?
Running?
Oh.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
What do you mean?
Anyway, moving on.
After what befell at
Basically
Phoenix
what you were
Gate
saying last
and the crisis that
time,
followed in
that
its wake, I
Felix
fled.
was sort of going to leave an
I
impact,
retreated
a
to
little
my
bit of
counting
influence.
house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor.
I'm just eager to see that start playing out.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin. Like the
Can I
coward
make you
I am.
think about joining in on that too?
Oh god.
And I'm sorry.
And now three of us are doing that roll call thing, and the
It's
others
not
are
too
just looking at us
late,
like,
Clive.
you guys are
Rosaria is
insane.
yours by right.
And then on the rare
Those
incident in the rare instances of Common Murder Ursa being there, he also joins in.
Done so. But that ship has sailed.
Oh god, that's perfect.
Forgive me, but I
I can
cannot.
imagine the instant
To build a new
Callan,
world
aka Kamen Rider Ursa, hears that Felix is a Power Ranger back in his home dimension.
where
It
men
had to be
can
done.
live and die
Yes.
on their own terms.
No, fair. Since Alan is the only one from like
was raised in a
isn't
nation
Callan, I assume, is the only one
strove to improve the plight of bearers.
a world similar to ours that.
Oh well, no, him, Saris, Takeda, and Holly are all from the same universe.
But was kindled
but
by
I'm
my
assuming
father.
that Callan is the only one that actually watched
see me follow in his
Tokusatsu and the Power
footsteps.
Rangers.
And
technically yes. Ceres knows a little bit about it because of her friendship with Callan.
To the point where she was able to recognize the fact I was a Power Ranger.
Judge my actions heresy.
That is true, that's true.
He recognized both as a Power Ranger and as a Digimon.
It's also why she says this is all my fault. Or Callan's fault.
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me.
Yeah, here's
I am proud to call you nephew.
Roll call go through. Been positive things. This could
Well
work.
then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band.
Rider Ranger, I don't know. Still working on it.
Till then.
Coming since they ride Rangers.
Till then. Go safely.
Honestly, I'd have still... Like, I'm not sure if I want to actually take Fail Ranger here just for
We have
that
much
one
to catch
joke.
up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we
The thing
meet.
is, Rabbit says I Fail Ranger actually makes sense for them because...
You can regale me too.
They're Team
they
Rabbits.
screw up a lot.
And they also screw up a lot.
Calling us Fail Ranger just doesn't work. As much as I want to make that joke.
Because so far we haven't failed one bit.
We've bumbled around. Well, you've bumbled around. I've just been
Hold on.
Watching with a sadistic smile.
Oh, hold on, Victor. What the hell did I do? The first thing I did when I show up is literally dismantle a guy piece by piece.
That's true.
Which we're going to be seeing again once the cogs inevitably pop back up.
That will be fun.
Like, I can just see it now. Kazuto asks Felix what the heck these are, and Felix tells him, cogs. The only way to put them down is to completely dismantle them.
Oh my god! Hugo has
prosthetics.
Prosthetic heads! And they are modeled that look like they have fingertips! Or fingernails!
Out of my sight, witch!
Nightcaster Sir Jerry tells me, welcome to our village of dorks and weirdos.
Yeah.
That's also the same guy
the table shan't hurt
gave
you
brain
any
rot to. One of my
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be
I'm
dead.
not even kidding. My
believe
theory
you would have
about
triumphed
Trigger
had the battle
Capsule and King
continued.
Odger being the same
Titan would have
universe
ground him into
got to
dust.
him like
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
I'll give it to him. He was half asleep at that point, but still. Actually, hold on.
Oh god, there's a Shar as the bullet here.
What?
Do you see?
There's a
Hugo?
Shar as the bullet here.
You are weak.
Lightning Caster YOLO.
Oh yeah.
The profile picture.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope.
Forgot about YOLO.
There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Okay. Hold on, I have to do this.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
I'm scared already. This is probably gonna end very badly, but we'll see.
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that.
Oh,
Of course,
immediate
the crystal
response.
would not
Oh,
mean
boy.
a blessing to any ordinary man. But then,
Like, I had this man screaming in voice chat one
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
Now look, I already know what you were talking about because you told me about this out of chat, but I am just straight up feeding into this.
Oh, we're both equal to him. I feel so bad.
I'm a ball of chaos. I'm a Mekumon, for crying out loud.
I know.
Run along.
Speaking of which, I might eventually swap out from Latios 1221 to Mekumon 1221 if this keeps up.
Why not Mako Latios?
Jerry sure is typing for a while.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so.
Either gonna be of Jerry's brother, or he's typing the full plot of Kamen Recapto. It's most likely both, now that I think about it. I feel so bad. Latios. Did you really just try that? Let me tell you, you did fine. So that means Link still works.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Oh, hell no, what the fuck?
What? This just went from
Nope.
This just went from Game of Thrones to Lord of the Rings.
Did the Royalists bring them from Ash?
But yeah, I actually saw what if you posted Latios. Like for a full second before that thing showed up, I actually saw it.
How the hell did that happen?
Also, hey babe.
Hi, Web.
Hello, Web.
They've spotted us.
Latios is now joined Cast Ranger. The Cast Ranger server.
Well, for a while, I looked for if they still for photos.
Basically, the second your name turns green, that's what it does.
You've taken over the entire mine.
I leveled up already.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very easy to get to level 1.
It's easy. It's not that hard to get to level 10.
So much for the men of the rock. Dhalmekia's finest.
I still have that picture. He still has Cherry Brother. to avoid destroying the people who decide to watch this stream, to avoid destroying their brain cells, I will not tell them about this theory that I had.
King Oger takes place in the future of Kabuto after shit went bad.
Basically, yes.
There, I saved everyone brain rot.
Like it just snorted gamer subs.
Seriously, this is starting to turn into Lord of the Rings instead of Game of Thrones. Like, what the fuck? Good boy, Torgal. Like, I love how, like, we already stated that Torgal was a good boy, but the second he fucking turned into Fenrir, we were just like, he is now the goodest of boys. Fenrirmon!
Don't even tease me about that. I actually tried to create a Fenrirmon once. Just take it seconds before disaster.
Did you see memes on
Yes.
It's cursed.
I don't even know what to think of it.
It's cursed.
And I grew up with sisters who made stories about their Barbies being cyborg secret agents, so I'd love to this.
I'm turning into Joker. No, Joker!
It's my Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it.
Okay, that's it. I'm getting the spray bottle.
This must be the way out.
Cut it out.
No, we're quoting the Russian Badger. He did a video where they started making like Batman and Joker memes, and one of them was Batman going, "No, Joker, you can't do that!" And it cuts to Joker saying, "It's my Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it." And it shows the fucking Vaporeon.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Let's try.
Having raised EV Legions since before I even knew about the concept, looking at this shit just makes my Vaporeon cry.
What? Yeah. Yes.
Kazuto shows up, uses the Hibiki Rider Buckle, gains the drumsticks. What's good? The Hibiki of that world just looks down at his. He had to go through years of torture, and he gets you just used it.
Oh, that's gonna work out beautifully, because the Hibiki world is based off a story I never wrote. Where the Hibiki of this world is a young man. He was I think a teenager. I would have to find my notes, but
I mean, at least Felix actually having to use his powers and train for
as if taking the Mother Crystal to his own wasn't enough.
Translating it into the Rider Force term efficiency makes some degree of sense.
Kazuto shows up. What's good?
And Hibiki's just like, "Are you serious? I had to train for years under the devil himself just so I could get those drumsticks." And then his mentor comes out with like a mug of beer. It's like, "What'd you call me?" Because in this
oh, just imagine their sheer confusion when this three-tailed cat spontaneously transforms into another Oni rider.
Well, again, remember, like in this world, which is based off the story that I never wrote, one of the ideas I had for villains were Onis that had Makamo blood for one reason or another.
Suffice to say, I can see them trying to jump me.
Yes. Or Kabuki tries to recruit you.
Kabuki tries to recruit you, or these guys try to 5 seconds later.
With me,
The chainsaw man. Yes.
and Kamen Rider PvP world, the PvP riders are jumping these teams to try to destroy me or attempting to recruit me.
Because there's two types of Oni in this rider world. There are the regular traditional Oni, and then there are the Oni that have Makamo blood. For various reasons, they the blood changes their Oni form.
Oni form there. He's got cat ears and a tail.
As well as fur.
And fur. And a weird bladed non-venomous stinger.
So they're gonna think he's a Makamo rider. If I can incorporate something from them, I will.
Seems were expected.
If I can incorporate something from them, I will.
I also have a feeling I know
So
what
this
exactly
is
you're
the
about to
power
say,
of
so I can say this.
Mythos.
Kamen Rider Fight Club.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
Knew it! Knew you were gonna say it!
First rule about Fight Club, we don't talk about Fight Club.
I knew exactly what you were gonna say the second I say it.
Addendum to the first rule. We don't talk about the first rule about not talking about Fight Club.
There's a bunch of dead bodies in here, and I was not the one that made them. This is concerning. Like, how to tell if you're chaotic evil? You walk into a room and go, or chaotic neutral. I'm sorry. How to tell if you're chaotic neutral? You walk into a room and just go, there are a bunch of dead bodies here, and I did not put them here. Something's not right.
I wish I gave myself the ninja buckle since we're in Fry's world.
I mean, if you want, you can get the opportunity of getting more buckles.
My reaction exactly, Webb says.
I know I can. It's just... Remember that one crossover movie between, Drive and Shuriken Senpai?
Yeah. Yes.
I want to recreate that.
Oh my god.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Sorry, after seeing that scene, I kind of just want to recreate that now.
And after what happened last session, I just realized Felix has officially become the tech head of the group. He's the one who actually knows how to repair robots and changers and the like now. This freaking Digimon has become my most balanced and useful character I've ever killed. I'd love to just do like a little sequence of like in a cafe between businesses after taking damage in a fight, Felix is showing you how to fix the changer. Yeah, but you're holding it backwards. Try breaking it this way.
And then Pazuzu comes in and is like, you know I could just fix it with a snap of my fingers, right?
Yeah, you could. But where's the fun in that?
You know what?
Besides,
fair enough.
She's like so sharp.
First orcs, now these nightmares.
Yeah, like basically Felix is two reasons for going, yeah, no, I'll do it myself. One, where's the fun in just having a snap of the fingers fix everything? And two, it keeps his skills sharp. He's gonna get rusty if he's not fixing his equipment.
Yeah.
No holding back.
I just realized there's something about Felix person I get to even address. There's a particular item that is already on the list of the Zordon era racers when they're, not orcs or actually carrying around the numbers.
The communicator.
Yeah. He's just not very strong with it yet. Like, I had already planned ahead of time to acknowledge that the communicator isn't working. At least not the way it's supposed to. Given resources, Felix could take a badge that connects exclusively to each other, so the riders could communicate, DM allowing.
Okay. Well, actually, that would work considering the fact that their phones are busted. For them, well, not busted, but
essentially creating a dedicated link between 5 different communicators.
I just realized I forgot to give
busy, Kuka.
a spider phone.
Yeah.
But where did you go?
It took me till just now to realize, but I'm essentially Billy as a cat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the role I'm playing right now.
Well, Billy never did get to be a Zeo Ranger, so...
Yo, actually...
Which makes me realize, if I hadn't already sort of come up with a headcanon that Billy exists in this universe as a Gamamon...
He's in the sanctuary.
If I decided to retcon that and say, yeah...
Come on, Toggle.
I was the Billy of my respective Mighty Morphin team. That gives me a whole lot more to work with. And allows me to satisfyingly close the loop. Plus, then I can just take out and marvel at the old Mighty Morphin Triceratops morpher. Incapable of functioning because the coin is still damaged and the morpher itself is basically busted beyond repair. Plus, with the Zeo powers, it's not letting me have any need for them. I'm keeping it as a memento, like how Adam did in his gesture in his face. Would be neat to see me turned by the blue for a while though, but I don't see that ever happening.
Nope.
Or just immediately. Yeah.
Cut to Cat falling into the water as her Zeo powers start to dissolve.
I mean, that is effectively how I lost my powers.
Yeah, but it...
By a power
Yeah! Basically! In your defense, though, like... Again, it was. You got hit by an angry power washer. She just fell into the water.
Her form wasn't complete when she hit the water.
That is true.
That better be the last of them.
Either Pazuzu summons them or steals them. Or
there's a fun option. Through talking with everybody here and brainstorming ideas, we have a guy who can build and repair morphers. Who's to say I can't build you new powers? Original powers at that.
That would be interesting.
There would have to be a limit to how many I could produce at a given time by, virtue of having limited resources. But there you go.
Is she oh my god, she's naked.
I swear to you, my love.
Nope.
Also, she's a hallucination.
What's wrong with him?
I don't think that's gonna make it any better.
Yeah, because see, Clive.
By technicality, she's not even there.
Yeah, she's dead. Her head is in a Wow! Oh! My god!
Get away from her!
Should we cut to the police standby screen?
I feel like we should.
I'm... What the fuck?
I'm scared.
Why is this vaguely erotic?
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Where did I put that bat? Where did I put that bat?
Alright, I think we're good.
He's priming.
Cleansing this image out of our head.
Wait, babe, why are you saying no?
Basically, I'm like there was nothing graphic. It was just Ifrit bit into her neck, and then it cut to Clive in human form. So. I don't know, because he was standing directly behind Benedicta.
Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you.
It was a hallucination on Hugo's part.
Here, have something goofy.
Bonger?
Back to what we were talking about.
What I was saying, we'd have to do it sparingly because, for game balance reasons, I have limited resources, and I'd have to be doing this in between being the Cat Cafe mascot and having to do, rider stuff. But it is possible I could start just developing new powers for the team.
Yeah. Kaiju battle!
making a running gag. They tell you everything to you, but it never precisely they want. So no matter what, the buckle ends up irritating you with something bad. The box ends up falling on you with something bad. You're dedicated to just enjoying your breakfast. Just off your head and into your breakfast.
Oh, because Felix is a cat. I don't think there is.
Well, either a couch buckle or a dog buckle.
Well, first of all, he's already a dog.
Oh, hey! Two cool cat mascots. Or rather, one cute and one cool. Why? Because we had cat buckles. We already have two.
Dude, this fight is so... Yeah! Ifrit is so small compared to Titan.
But if you could do it, then so could I!
Titan just cracks his neck. Oh my god. That ain't no stone, that's an entire continent.
Let's give this a try.
What did you have down? For main buckles? What, for main buckles? Oh! Oh no!
Imagine how the freaking communicators thing goes. Felix realized, okay, everybody with phones, their phones don't actually work. My communicator's functional but has nothing to connect to. And so he proposed this idea to the group. each other. So we can talk to long distance.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's also the powered buckle.
What the hell has he done?
I had a very bad Power Rangers joke I was about to make, but now I choose not to. I choose not to because honestly, it's not even that good of a joke. It's legit just, is there a Ranger buckle too?
Oh, and if, non-official buckles, don't forget Lumberjack.
I'm a Lumberjack and I'm okay.
What are you saying, Taro?
Found to help me.
Yes.
It's do or die. I'm coming, Kuka.
Are you alright? What's that? Doesn't look like nothing.
Look at what I'm doing right now! This is Final Fantasy! I am flipping and dipping around a fucking Titan!
When Final Fantasy tries to be God of War. What's that on the block?
Okay. Oh! Shit. Yes. So I believe this is called Titan Lost. This version of Titan that I'm fighting. Yeah, it says it right there, Titan Lost. Oh! I just severed his entire arm!
I've got you now.
Disarmed him again.
Yep.
I'm glad someone else made that joke.
Yep. If only Clive's power didn't get in the way. Oh shit! I already have a feeling. Sorry. I already have a feeling I know what Chocobo's is gonna be. Probably. Could be.
If that's the case, I feel like we have to purple. That's what's going on. I feel like this robot Power Rangers is nothing great.
That's that's probably gonna be Blue Eyes. That's probably gonna be hers.
Yeah, probably. Still getting it.
Saris?
Smoke Ninja. Saris, thank you. I can imagine her either being purple or blue.
She does have a little bit of the Irish in her. What the hell is this Sonic Adventure 2 battle music that I'm hearing right now?
This is why it threw me off.
What'd you do? What did you do? What? Okay. Probably, yeah. What do you mean? I mean, the movies are often like, people often argue about the canonicity of those movies. As far as my game is concerned, there has not been any crossovers. Said, "Aw."
That is effectively the Blue Ranger talent Tiger's motivation for becoming a Power Ranger.
Yep.
He was made by a Kamen Rider when his Terror-style space colony got attacked in transit. After returning to Earth, the group started helping people because he felt if he had the ability to do so, he would.
Special delivery! Return to sender, motherfucker! Rider kick! Rider punch! I said that was so— Yo! How are you still alive? No, that's the original. The mini one is the original Titan. Probably. Attack. I was gonna say, Attack on Titan.
By the way, Attack on Titan is a government fight.
I won't, because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, there's not even a very good Gundam series.
Oh, fuck! can hear you.
Kraken is talking to me.
Hi, Kraken. If it was perfect, then those characters wouldn't have needed to die.
If it was perfect, Mikazuki would have actually taken care of it. I return to my old, tired but true joke that for Mikazuki, to end up making one of the jokes we tell for Super Robot Wars has more characters than the actual canonical Mikazuki on Jumper. Gave him more character than his actual character.
It's alright, Kraken. We've killed Titan!
Wow.
Yes!
I couldn't tell if that was the end of a fight or if that was gonna end badly.
That was the end of the fight. Funny enough, it's another Final Fantasy day that you make this apology.
During another kaiju fight!
I caught the explosion and he was holding the screen away from me, so I didn't see that. Or I would have waited.
No, it's fine because, like, I still
already given that fight a lot of attention, anyways. So,
like, you missed the part where we had to fight a bigger Titan.
Oh,
it's why I made
that made a decent explosion.
It's why I made the comment of it basically being an Attack on Titan style meat mech.
Fair. All right. Yeah.
The thing we were fighting inside of was the remains of that.
So it's huge. Shoot. Alrighty then.
So
well,
one of its limbs off and falling from the atmosphere and leading that into the thing's head.
There go the pieces that needed the ground debris under.
What an episode of The Tick for no apparent reason. Hi, I'm your mom. Sorry if I've been around much. I've been distracted by shiny objects.
Is that you, or is that trying to get up for round 2?
The fire thing is the player.
Okay, that's what we're trying to...
Yeah, I am Ifrit, the Infernal.
Woo!
And...
Did I tell you guys about pyro?
During the whole shtick we've had going on here, we've also, brought up some ideas for stuff we could do within the D&D campaign and the characters therein. Felix has become the tech guy rather quickly, to the point where I've actually offered a solution to the, phones from other dimensions don't work outside their home dimension thing. And honestly, Power Rangers again provides the answer. Remember those little wrist communicators?
Oh, it's time for some more mind games. Or a conversation. Whatever happens first.
Yes.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip
with
you
worthless
take, you
human
grow
will.
in
Oh
strength.
joy.
And soon you shall achieve perfection.
Don't you know you're just a pitiful little fleshy?
What you're talking about?
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Are you sure about that? His name is literally Mythos. He can make his own. Does he have to?
Well, no. Mythos is what he's calling Clive.
Oh, okay.
His name is Ultima.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
So you either surrender and be assimilated like the Borg, or you're gonna go ahead and make your own legend and start off. We'll go either direction.
Or you go to Kingdom Hearts and start wielding a weapon named after him.
Isolation.
Yeah.
You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
There's more. We're just gonna contemplate how we can just cut out the parts of you we don't want and just make a good meat puppet. It'll be fine.
Pretty much.
Right? Because full-out possession's not off the table just yet.
Thank you.
So that does explain what happened a couple weeks ago, because you killed the wind god and it had to go somewhere. Became a bag of hot air. Woo!
On the note of the D&D stuff we were talking about, that was another thing. Felix being the tech guy has extended to, I've been a ranger for like 6 years, and I've learned how to repair our equipment. So I'm helping build stuff for this new team of riders, including the implements and communicators.
But it seems his head was full of rocks.
Taro and I just did this little joking skit of behind the scenes.
Titan was strong.
Felix is showing
Your Majesty.
It was full of rocks. Did he have nerf spirits?
Felix is showing Kanto how to repair his own equipment.
They're talking about Titan.
Walked in, sees this happening, and he's like, you know I could just repair that with a snap of my fingers, right? Like, but where's the fun in that?
Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss.
I've also joined the Cast Ranger server.
Yeah.
One cannot change one's nature.
Right? Because don't you know when you live for revenge, it tends to end horribly.
The Almighty
Yep.
can do that.
That's real quick. Davis says green. I friggin' called it.
I told you she's got a bit of the Irish in her.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head.
We're months.
English. We got some drinkers in here. It's fine.
A fool like all the rest.
Yeah. The thing I'd asked was, okay, pick a color. Because the communicators tended to be color-coded, whether for Rangers or otherwise. Because there were some non-Ranger personnel who had them. So, Taro picked red for Kazuto's.
That the death of a mother crystal
now unwittingly picked
should be
green.
so beautiful.
It was there. There wasn't green. So otherwise, then you get to make your own colors. Whoever you want on that team is on that team. Me, the wonderful, lovely ashes to the sky become one with the universe.
Some medicine, my lord?
Like, my communicator is still white because that's left over from my Zeo Ranger days, and it still works. I just gotta tweak
anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Rude.
Urchin. That,
You must consider your health,
You always have
my
pity of
prince.
things trying to sell you stuff.
If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay,
Urchins
you may
do
trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
Did Webb
The
just
Empire
leave?
agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Empire still plots
that's
its
Taro.
ruin.
Okay.
For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable.
Speaking of which, we were also talking about how Kazuto could just keep getting auxiliary belts from his universe because they managed to track him down enough to keep an eye on him so he can keep earning points for the Desire Grand Prix. So naturally, they'd be able to send him the belts they've been shown to be able to teleport.
Whoa!
Oh, I see the confusion here. Okay. So,
Forgive me,
you know
Terrence.
those images I showed you,
You
Martials,
were my master.
his different forms?
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't get a new belt for
I
every
will
form.
always be your loyal servant.
He doesn't get a new belt. He gets an attachment that goes onto it.
Right, I meant for buckle and got belt. My bad.
It's fine. It's fine. I can see the confusion because buckle, belt, I can see it.
Belt buckle.
Because the way his belt works, he's got these individual buckles he plugs in for his respective forms.
Our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the central aisles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
I'm gonna have to leave the stream for a moment just to actually get a glimpse there.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
I had to walk away from the stream for a second to
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
This is what he's talking about.
Oh. That thing's huge.
Rider buckles tend to be.
Like the kind of thing that would be like, this shouldn't it get in your way?
Made Emperor.
Surprisingly not.
What is the meaning of this?
Alrighty then.
My father's orders. What
I
were
mean, I
they?
guess you get used to it. So.
Quickly!
Most rider stuff
Yes, Your Highness.
is roughly
His
that
Radiance
size.
requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Is this on the PS5?
Yep.
I was gonna say the graphics are like,
Terrence.
Yes, my
holy
prince.
crap.
Mm-hmm.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
Wait, just so many more scenes. I want to watch the cutscene graphics. It's fine.
Whoa!
What is it now?
Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 is probably the only reason I'd actively go for one initially, but there's gotta be other stuff.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
It's Joshua!
I know you.
Did he like teleport in or something?
We
What was that like?
stand in the presence.
It was the tent flap.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't want to get your fingers
That would make
wet.
sense with the daylight for daylight.
I hope I'm not interrupting. Not at all.
Now I'm just remembering.
Though I admit,
What was that old
I
show?
did not expect such a distinguished guest.
Something? Or no? Tattooed.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony?
Oh God.
That's the one.
20?
Oh God.
I thought you long
That
dead.
sounds like it would be
Do I address a ghost?
interesting.
That's effectively
Many
what
have
you
told me
get
that I
for
look
trying
like
to
one.
make Power Rangers without Sentai footage.
Yep.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Every
I'm
every
alive.
time they go to their base, they walk through a door or somewhere, and it's just a white light.
Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Interesting part.
I remember one episode, one of them had to go through a freezer door, because that's where the portal's located.
You don't know what you'll find in the freezer. Some of those things have been in there forever.
Oh, right. Kraken, you weren't here for this, but our dog, Torgal, turns out he's a descendant of Fenrir.
Ooh. He'd be a good boy.
He's the goodest of boys.
Right? You come and start some shenanigans, he take your face off. Just like he should.
Might be one of the scariest goddamn wolves in Norse mythology.
Right? He gonna
Like-
mess you up.
So, I don't know if he still has the stream up or not.
Yeah, I can see pictures right now.
All right. So, here's what Torgal looks like, usually,
Aww.
and this is what happens when he calls upon his powers.
Yeah, he take your face off. Maybe your arm. Maybe your arm first, and then after he
First
chews
an
to the
arm,
bone, then he's
then
gonna
a
beat
leg.
you with the bone.
First an arm, then a leg, then your face.
Right?
Then
He's
I
a
looked at
good one. Is that just the lighting, or is he actually also some level of say flame monster's a bad description, but you know what I mean? How when you start weaving power.
Yeah,
around-
it's like some kind of light energy or something.
I would say maybe light or lightning, kind of some kind of thing there. Yeah, which I guess if he's supposed to be strong enough to also vaguely, is he a purifying spirit?
He's on the same level as the Dominants to a degree.
All right then. Ooh.
He wouldn't be able to go toe to toe with Titan, but
He do some damage.
he can do some damage to a normal person.
Man, I think they want to get going too.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Hopefully we don't throw our voices out for.
Hopefully.
I think your clock.
Yeah, I noticed that last night.
Your clock is convinced it's about 20 minutes to 8 o'clock. It's for something.
It's 4:47. So, yeah, we're roughly a quarter to 5, I think.
Ride in the elevator.
Yep.
There's no elevator music.
Thank God for that.
And how may I assist you today?
Right? You don't want any kind of
may I help you
hardcore, music playing when you ride the elevator?
At least in Mass Effect 1, you had the interesting conversations between your companions to make it bearable.
Well, at least it's a very short elevator ride. So it's not so bad. Is this a map of the factions that are at play?
Yes. The Grand Cast. It goes all the way back to the beginning of the story. Whoops. When
webs, okay.
Yeah. Like, Clive, at the very beginning of the story, as well as Jill, Torgal, Joshua, the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, and then the Night of Flames, where Joshua is presumed dead, Jill and Torgal go missing, the mysterious stranger confronts Clive, Annabelle Rossfield betrays the Duchy of Rosaria and has her husband killed.
So there's some stuff that goes on in this game. Holy crap.
Yeah. Rodney Murdoch is killed when Ifrit first appears.
Kind of. It's trying to be like that kind of, like there's some intrigue and stuff trying to go on in here.
Mm-hmm.
The irony, though, of a guy named Murdoch is actually dead this time and not, like, he hasn't died. Anyone that is familiar with, they tried to reboot it, it didn't go well. You have to go with the original MacGyver. Murdoch never dies, so he always comes back somehow. This guy's probably gonna stay dead, because it doesn't have any advantages for him coming back. Well, that was fun.
But yeah, it updates after every major mission. Like here, it confirms that Rodney died.
Okay.
And then
the lines like go like they weave out from like the person closest to you in that direction, and then the connections through the person to other people that way, like.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
MacGyver, the guy who can make a functional nuclear fusion generator out of 2 paper clips, a toothpick, and a glue stick.
Most of his stuff actually worked. They would just remove a thing or two so that this way you couldn't actually make it yourself, because that could be irresponsible. But
very.
The point where MacGyvering is now basically a thing.
Yeah, like the one guy had lines because the one guy, but the line traces back to somebody else, and who he knows, like through him, I guess. Okay. Do the colors of the lines mean anything?
Red means enemies, gray means unknown, blue usually means like allies of some kind.
Okay.
Funny enough, seeing a web like this in Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
Yellow usually means like a familial.
Pokemon, then you'd meet people that Pokemon knows to help them, and so on and so on.
Either it usually means like a familial connection or a marriage.
Okay.
Because like over here, like you learn that Rodney had a wife, and of course she gets murdered too.
Yeah, no survivors, no witnesses. This is how this goes.
And Annabelle later remarried the king of Sanbreque, who already has a son, Dion.
And then that would be there. Okay. That makes sense.
And like that, slowly, like this get like parts get either bigger or smaller depending on their importance in the story. Like.
Okay, so like that map's kind of like in flux then, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah,
so like you could possibly do something that changes line colors from somebody. They were an ally, and then you pissed them off, and now they're not an ally anymore.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work quite like that because this game is quite linear.
Okay.
But as you can see, like the Grand Duchy of Rosaria is bigger, but then like after the Night of Flames, it gets smaller. And then you have the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, the Kingdom of Waled, the Dhalmekian Republic.
I feel like they start adding more things as you encounter them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the mysterious Waluigi Empire over in Nintendo Land.
You've got Cid's Hideaway as well as Aliens.
Okay.
Like the more important different factions are to the story, the bigger the thing gets.
Yeah. I was gonna say the first one you pulled up there for a second, I'm like, that's a lot of faces on that map.
Yeah, like the Cid's Hideaway, like Cid dies, and then later on, it becomes Clive's Hideaway with many more characters.
Okay, yeah, because it adds like extra like resistance and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's the medicine girl that keeps popping up every now and then.
Keep an eye on that kid. She's gonna be important.
Turns out she's Ultima's vessel, the one he's been looking for. No.
Right? She's out to poison some people with some potions and salves there. I'm gonna make more meat puppets for my master. It'd be fine.
Oh yeah. Torgal becoming Fenrir. Like that's still like that threw us for a freaking loop.
Right, where you go, didn't see that coming. Alright then. But sometimes it's like, okay, good surprise. We'll take that.
And I believe this is the latest up-to-date version of the map of the cast. Hugo is now dead, so that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dominants.
Right, and then there were 4.
There's originally there were supposed to be 8, but then a 9th one showed up, Ifrit. And over the course of the years, like they've all shown up except for one, Leviathan, which disappeared.
Well, if they would name like that, that doesn't bode well, but alright. Well, I guess that makes sense. It dove down deep and went to sleep. It's fine.
So,
We'll fight him eventually.
Originally, we only knew about Joshua, who was the dominant of Phoenix, until he was presumed dead. And then we learned of Jill being the dominant of Shiva, Hugo being the dominant of Titan.
So is Phoenix like an ally, or are you gonna eventually have to fight him too?
Phoenix is an ally. I already fought him in the beginning of the game.
Okay. I was gonna say, we got that out of the way so we don't have to go after him again.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you thought you killed your brother. Now you're actually gonna have to do it.
Cid is the dominant of Ramu.
Get you this lesson, old man.
Benedicta is the dominant of Garuda. And then we eventually fight Benedicta, and she dies. Like we even have like an icon fight with her, revealing that Clive Rossfield himself is Ifrit. And we also learned that the king of Walud is the dominant of Odin, whereas the prince of Sanbreque is the dominant of Bahamut. So that's one dominant dead. Well, supposedly 2 dominants dead. And then Joshua's revealed to be alive, because, you know, the Phoenix. Sid dies.
Well, it actually depends on the mythology. Some phoenixes actually don't do that.
And then,
In the case of Final Fantasy, phoenixes do that. There's an item called the Phoenix Down that revives dead allies.
Alrighty. Little hearts pop up, pop up.
and as of now, Hugo is dead, so no more Titan, no more Garuda, no more Ramu, but Bahamut, Odin, Ifrit, Phoenix, and Shiva are still on the playing field.
Okay.
Also, if we want to get technical, possibly Fenrir and Typhon, which was used by Ultima.
One must understand one's place in the world.
And this is basically just a tactical map of like everything that's been happening.
This is the lines of this is where you've been.
Very good.
Right, I'm gonna go to the shelves.
Ah, Tara's back. Okay. That's what I heard. Unfortunately, the instant you joined back, I heard the Discord times, so you're not a very good ninja.
My knowledge is yours. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Actually, not noticed.
What subject shall we consider today?
Get him with the call. Hello, but no response.
So, yeah, we have the bestiary that has Ifrit, the Phoenix. I wish they had like full models of these guys, but they don't.
Yeah, otherwise, like, you get a card when you run into somebody, and that's how you fill this out.
Shiva, Ramu, who is my second favorite summon, Garuda, Titan, Bahamut, Odin, and Typhon.
I was expecting a monster for Typhon. Alright then.
What you're not seeing for Typhon is his lower body, or the lack thereof.
Part animal?
No, there's just bits hanging down. Like someone took a corpse and ripped it in half.
Okay.
Over here we have...
Baby's first experiments with necromancy, it's fine.
Chirada, Suprana, these are, they were created by Benedicta. There's Liquid Flame, which, that was just a thing, that's just a thing that showed up. Goblins! They got 4 ears.
4 ears and smoosh nose?
Yep.
They have actual hands, or were the ends of their hands weird?
They have hands. Their fingers are just long.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, do they have something going on with their fingers there? Okay, they have long spindly things, and they have a few less of them. Okay.
Yeah. Orcs. Whoop.
Orcs in the armor.
Minotaurs, Vampire Thorns, Mulboros,
Vampire plants for change. Okay then.
Hornets, Black Widows, Scorpions.
All my hope with that.
Yeah.
that entire, especially that one. Yeah, no, that's because depending on how big they are too. Like, yeah, no, all of my nope.
Megalocrabs, Crayclaws, Chocobos.
Yay!
Raptors.
Got it in the wild.
Vultures, wolves, panthers, Corials. I don't know how to pronounce that. They're basically lightning cats.
Okay. Like
Antelopes.
So all I can see is the Legend of Zelda goat people though.
Bighorns, griffins.
Nice extra wings there, Mr. Griffin.
Adamantoise.
Yeah, it's small enough. It's kind of hard to read it. On the screen.
They're turtles with very, very hard shells.
Like otherwise, like it would need an extra batch of tea or something to still make like a tortoise something. But adamantoid, yeah, something like that.
Dragonettes.
You only have the back. Oh, so they're like a wyvern.
Avises. Avises? I don't know.
Well, you could probably say Avius. It's kind of close.
Fafnir of the North.
Fafnir. He looks like a giant mutant angry sand shrew.
He looks like Anguirus from Godzilla.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, we already got we got a whole range of things here, so.
We got bombs.
Like living bombs?
Pretty much. They are balls of fire that can explode.
If Voltorb was the pyro.
Yep. Flan, which looks way more disgusting here than it did in previous games.
It's like a goo monster, and
yeah.
I mean, Flan is the thing. Also, does still have some wiggle and stuff in it too, so that kind of makes some level of sense, like the dessert. But
Ariman, yeah.
Because there haven't been enough flying eyeballs or something for this game.
Iron Giants.
Those are kind of cool.
And Stoluses.
Yay.
These things you don't fight. Much like Chocobos, you don't fight these. These are actually useful for getting messages across long distances. They're like carrier pigeons.
Yes, well, we already know this from Hogwarts. Like, this is exactly why we use an owl for everything.
Yep.
They are the supernatural post office.
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking Ultima.
Right, we go, how dead are you, considering you seem to like bringing up the undead and things like that, so definitely not normal. I've only been dead for the last 3,000 years, it's fine. I am a meat puppet.
So this kid right here is actually... He's the half-brother of both Prince Dion as well as Clive and Joshua.
Okay.
Because he is the son of... Where is she? Annabelle.
The lady that got remarried that you were mentioning before.
She was the Duchess of Rosaria, wife of Archduke Elwyn and mother to Clive and Joshua. But once she betrayed Rosaria, she joined Sanbreque and eventually married the king and became the empress, and they had Olivier, who is the half-brother to 3 dominants.
Alright, everybody in my family gets superpowers except for me. Dang.
Also,
you have to grow up to get superpowers too?
Also, she hates Clive because he was passed over for the power of the Phoenix. And she dotes on Joshua because he has the power of the Phoenix. But
now he has his own, and now it's like, oh, wait a minute. So you weren't special enough for Mom before.
She still hates his guts, though. But, like, she burst out...
overnight, but, like, yeah.
She burst out 2 dominants. Specifically, 2 dominants of fire.
Right? That burning heart of I owe what I want, and my iron will pass that on to my children.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Otherwise, my only other thought is, okay, you birthed lots of fire thingies. Will you die in flames to make that full circle, or like?
Hey, Torgal.
Is it business or pleasure?
That's another puppy.
That's the same puppy.
Oh, that's where our puppy's going. Okay.
Yep.
You'll not find a better
Buy
price
these
than
things.
that.
Take them out of my bag.
Clive. So, what'd it be?
Can you reinforce anything? Just the waistcloth.
Yeah,
okay.
That should do you. Anything else?
Is that like an actual, like, that's clothing, right? Why is the blacksmith fixing clothing unless it's armor? I think that was counted as armor.
It is armor. He also learned how to craft with leather after doing the side quests.
Okay. Right? These Romans are trying to see if we can sell one, what he can maybe buy off
It's
people.
after 5 o'clock. I think it's about time to call it quits.
Yep. I'm just walking around the hideout right now. Wall of Memories. Unfortunately, there's only like 3 things here right now, and I don't know how to add more. This is the oath made between Clive and Cid when they first met. The Martell apples. A woman named Martell was trying to create a breed of apples that people could eat while in the Deadlands. And while she died before her creation was completed, someone had taken up her research and finished the apples. That's what these are. Some of the apples from the first batch, which are really good from what people say. And then here we have Ambrosia's Tack, a saddle and blinders crafted specifically for Clive's childhood chocobo Ambrosia. Even after being separated from her master, the noble steed served the people of Rosaria in his stead, protecting the defenseless from the merciless, just as a good shield would.
Right? Good birds, good dogs. All this good stuff.
Yep. I will, at the very least, see what Otto wants to talk about.
Your new marching orders, if you choose to accept them.
Well, I mean, I'm his boss, so...
Oh, yeah, never mind.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
He's gonna be like, you wanted me to go and do that, right, boss? Okay, I'm gonna check my to-do list. You got any more things for the list?
We also have more monsters to look for and hunt. What do we got? Alright, so, a hill to die on. Let's see, Soul Stingers, Grimalkin, the Nine of Knives, and the Breaker of Worlds. That, so, wow, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna be needed to make dinner for soon, so I'm gonna sign off here, people.
Alright.
And with glad tidings for once.
This has been Latios.
Hugo
It's
Kupka is
been
no
fun. I might pay to change my name by the time I get back here.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place. Smiling down at you right now.
We had a Stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home,
Yeah,
Clive.
what I was trying to say before.
It's good to be back.
He doesn't realize.
You look better.
Casto doesn't
I feel it.
realize that
Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
the DGP
Wouldn't dream of it.
and the writers you saw before were
Otto.
two completely different things.
Any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
Sorry.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
No, it's fine.
Thank you.
I don't want to.
I will.
I said I'm sorry.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
It's fine. Like, it's your story.
May have picked up one or two.
Trying to change it.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of
Yeah.
visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the Orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? Only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to attend the royalist betrayed Kupka.
So basically you're telling me you know nothing.
Part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to worry about confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
I ask for answers, and all I get are questions.
All that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I guess I gotta tell everyone the news then.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Oh my god. I don't know how, considering he was murdered by Ultima.
Think I'm seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
I mean, true.
Oh my.
But
can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
Sid also died in the presence of
He is.
Phoenix.
Kid baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us.
I mean,
there shall be no lessons today, only
I guess, maybe? I don't know.
Go, put away your things.
All right.
Turns out I'm
Brilliant.
right next time.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
You know, it's never really occurred to me until now how much Hugo's attack on the old hideaway really affected these people.
Kupka fell. Ultima came to me.
I mean,
I need to know what he is.
He literally showed up and
have you learned anything?
Alas.
Home.
No.
and not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
Okay. When and if they ever get to
You barely said that since you came home. You've even got you running errands or something. Just spreading the word. So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed. No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news. Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him. You're right. I should. And I will. Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well. I'll suggest.
Okay, I want to see where this goes, because if we're going back to the old hideaway, that would be interesting. Yeah.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Coin purse weighing you down. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy now.
Back, are ya? So, will it be? Yeah, that should do ya.
Sorry. Something funny. For, if and only
No scratches, all right?
Papa still ever gets to visit
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
on the D&D journey.
And?
Like, counters, whatever DGQ writers are left.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
And if Riz is among them, just hears Lumberjack, Grand Victory.
Editors started reading books that don't have any. What if I don't come up with something soon?
Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
Yeah.
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
I'm sorry, what?
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is
the name Enterprise was often used for
already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canberra.
Influential vehicles of exploration. There was an old ship called the Enterprise that was used for exploration. One of
whenever that is.
One of our first probes that went into space was called the Enterprise. And then, of course, there's the Starship Enterprise from Star Trek.
The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating here that channels hot vapors away from the engine.
Much like you in Star Wars, I'm not going to hold it against you.
And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
I've never watched Star Trek. I don't know if I like it or not.
Full suit of armor then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Just put your fingers in such a way that there's a gap between 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, where it's like there's like a V.
Yeah.
Live long and prosper. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't do that.
I couldn't either. It took training to do that. And by training, I mean I took my hands and I put something in between my 2 fingers and like kind of like split them apart so that I could do this. Originally, all I could do was take these 2 fingers and put them together and make like a W. I can't really do that now though, because doing that, like, making myself being able to do Live Long and Prosper has fucked up my hand to the degree that I can't do the previous. Yeah.
I don't think I would be able to do it either because I won't say the name of it because it's
Blackthorn. Can I ask a favour?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This is my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Go on then.
She said you would know.
Loose, in a sense. So my fingers would not loose, actually tight.
Well,
so my fingers
I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though, and I'll need help.
You know when you're closing your fist.
Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
Right.
Think that, but with your hand just out resting.
Okay.
And like, since it's the nerves so
Mid's roped us all in here again, isn't she?
Still,
if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
Unless they want to turn me into a pseudo Strange.
What is it you do exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperature which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
The other one,
It just,
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand cut in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this.
Right then. Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over with.
even if I were to stick something in between, it's still be like, must not allow this.
You going after the stuff? Which one of these two lucky souls?
Gav, you're with me.
Seen Corey's
Alright.
reaction.
So, where do we find this
There's a river to run.
southern reach?
Yes. Yes, I did. He was like, I don't know who that guy is. Like,
Alright. While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Black Falls.
You to it.
Please, mate.
Alright, well, we're gonna end it off here for now. Thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92 with Taro. Webb was here before, as well as Latios and his sister Kraken, but they all had to leave for various reasons. But thank you to them all the same. I was going to say something, I forgot what it was. But regardless, we will be back tomorrow with more Super Robot Wars. Unless I continue to feel like crap like I have been the last couple days, then we'll probably do something else. And Friday there will be no stream. I have a doctor's appointment. Saturday there may also not be a stream because we may be doing D&D again on Saturday. Still need to know from one of our members if they will be able to make it or not. In fact, let me check. Still nothing from them, so... Anyway, like I said, thank you all for watching, and we will see you on the next stream. Alright?